to throw. He's got a man, complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
No, check. Patriot.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A play fake, and it's Darnold letting one go deep for a Nunwa. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick there on the coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Anunwa, the intended target. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Perriman. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashad Perriman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Second down and 10, Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Detroit!
On first down, it's Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Darnold to throw again. Dumps off to Powell. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Over! Hot!
Again, Darnold. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jamie Collins now is signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Second down, Mayfield throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set! Blue landing! Blue landing!
Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
A give. This is Chubb. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And again, it's Chubb. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Browns on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot.
And off comes to Chubb. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it this time. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Darren Lee there to get him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now it's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Gun! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. He's going to look deep down the field, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. The Jets on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Darnold. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Darnold on 1st down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Letting one go deep for a noon one. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Darnold now to throw. And that's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 50 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot.
Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, It defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
A first down throw, Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joe Schobert in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Over. Gun.
Off of play action, Darnold. He's got Curse. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On first down, Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit!
On first down, it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Curse. That'll bring up second down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. Down to about the 22 here. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
On third down, it's Powell, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Gun! Here we go now. Blue landing. Gun!
One last throw now for Darnold. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
All right, now, lucky 56.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
Check 24, check 24. Check, check, check.
Crowell's going to try and run for it. And they will not get the 2 points here, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways.